beautiful people. The first task today is to get this one lined up properly, and that one's a little bit out as well. So I'm going to try unscrewing it to my sister silicone, and then we'll get that pushed in straight. Get those 3 screws out as well, and see if we can't line it up properly. The other 3 will have to come out as well. And then we are on to silicone the top back on. So, once we've done that, we can then the rest of the insulation and the batten ready to put the window in. And then also we've got over there, get the skimmer cut out and put that in. So those are the jobs hopefully we can get done before we go away. There's one out. That took a while as it was so well siliconed in, and as I got all the screws out it just didn't want to move. And I had to literally get a scraper and force that scraper in and using a hammer. And we got there eventually. We've got it out, so now we can reset it so it's not sticking out. And there we go. That is 100% better now. There's no gap on the brace like we got on this side. You can see there's a gap. So that one now, get out the shadow and stuff. So yeah, there. We got a silicone bead in there. Why that gap is bigger, I don't know, and all the rest. So silicone back in. Oh, lucky and swish. Now that side. And that one come off a bit quicker. So that's pretty ready to go. All the silicone's off. Let's put him back in place. Oh, there we go. 100 times better. So now I'm going to be pretty confident that the window is it nice and flush. Silicone in the top, silicone in the bottom. Sorted. Right, angle screwdriver. That's just got to dry. So that's that job done. And now we can move on to getting the top sorted. So I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, that's the top bit. Just glued in now. Silicone. Got it nice at the front. The back's a little bit out because that bit of wood seems to be a bit of a bow in it, but never mind. I can tidy that up when I put the outside straps on. Possibly pull it in a little bit closer. But yeah, they dry off. Cut out the skimmer. And then we're ready to put the batten on for the window, which might even get done today. So happy days. Well, it's solid. It's still a little soft in places, like there. So I think what I'm going to do, that cut we'll wait till tomorrow, and we are going to get the batten on. Yeah, it's getting a little bit late in the evening, so get that sorted out, get that nice and level, and we'll call it quits for the day. Tomorrow will be that cut out, insulation will go on, the rest of it, and then we will look about getting the window in. I can't wait for that. So I'll check back with you in a bit and show you the batten going in. Perfect. So that's the batten in. Excellent. Right. Tape measures over there. Grab that a second. So for some reason we're measuring up about 4.9, 4.8 mil. Something like that. Can't really get the tape measure in there properly. 1 mil out. I can live with that. So tomorrow we'll be ready for the window. Get that cut out first. Get the skimmer put in. And I can use these leftover bits. So put the plugs either side to keep the skimmer nice and tight. There's a couple of bits of wood down there at the front as well. I'll hold it in where the insulation now doesn't go. So first job tomorrow will be the skimmer. And after we've done that, we can then work on the insulation and then the window. And after that will be the underlay and the liner. Get it cleared out because it does look like a builder's yard. But yes, getting there. We are getting there. We are close now. Did we ever think we would get this close and look this good? I'll be honest with you, not a chance. But apart from surprising myself, all the things I've learned are coming together. So the knowledge is out there. Now, with this piece, that I think is how I'm going to set the edging slightly in. Going to need a slightly wider piece of wood. There's a 22 cm piece that I'm going to use for the back, for the Bakki shower to sit on. So that's probably going to come all the way around now. So I've just got to work out the measurements. That piece of wood only comes in a 4.8 metre section. We've got enough to go right the way around, or I might just have to 22 and 22 on either side. Those two of those pieces might fit along there, but the piece of wood itself is another 30 quid. So do I go and get it tomorrow? I have to see. What my finances are. I've still got a few more things to get for holiday, and then we can, since we're not going to finish this before we go away, we can possibly wait and the holiday stuff take priority. And there we go. And have a fairly decent day. Only held down by the fact that I had to wait for the glue to dry, the silicone. It's a nice side. Could be a bit more in there. I might do that. Oh, use the camera work. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can put another bead in there. Let's do that now. There we go. I'm getting pretty good at this DIY malarkey. That'll do. Right. Time to pack up. and see what tomorrow brings. Hello, beautiful people, on this quite nice Sunday. So we're a little bit late starting today, but I did go out and I got the last little bits of pipe that I need. Yeah, I don't need that much, but that's the shortest I could get. So, and we also got some varnish. Make this pond look quite nice. It's clear varnish. So, I'm going to go over and get the covers off the little pond and start working. So, there you go, one skimmer. That took a while. Now, it took a while because when I originally measured it on the wood, I measured it there and there and I cut it. And really what I should have done is measure it from there to there. So if you're new to skimmers like me and never put one in before, that is where you need to measure. From that bit to that bit. And so I've cut down 2 because it does intrude into the wood. Looking at, it's really hard to see. There we go. See, it does intrude around that. But I think that's alright. We're going to have insulation. I don't think I'm going to need to put that up. And my little spacer will hold up. It could have come up a little bit more. I can feel that the actual... let me show you. Right, there you go. It's just touching that. Yeah, I mean, I could raise it up. Oh, we are right touching it. Possibly raise it up, but that's solid. There's not even any glue in that yet. And I think the difficulty out getting them wedges in, I don't think I'm going to need any. It was so hard to get them wedges in. I tried one either side at first, and that didn't work. So I've pulled it more to this side. The water flow is going to go around the edge, pretty much come to there. So I think that's pretty good. You might not be completely level, but right, the next thing to do is to measure it up, see if we are level. Looks like it might be slightly higher on this side. If it is, it's millimetres. Yeah, it's millimetres half. I'll leave it at that. Right, so the next bit is to get the pipework sorted, cut to size, and then I think I'll give the insulation a go. Get that on. Sweet. Okay, so I've just glued it all together now. Now, what I had to do was, when I went to put this knot on, the piece of wood that was there was in the way. And I was like, nah. So I had to take it all apart, work out another way. I've got a wedge under there now. And it don't look pretty. That should dry clear. It's going to be behind the barrels. So let that dry off a little bit. Got all the glue in between there now, so that's sort of nice and solid. It's not going to go anywhere. So, measure a bit of pipe up down here. You're going to have, that's probably going to have to literally go like that. And then I've got the same I'm going to do on that, which is literally a tiny piece of pipe. Then a rubber boot, and then the rest of the pipe. Just so I can get everything apart. Right. And then I go around the corner to that piece. So they look fairly in line. Right then, let me get onto that bit. Leading planes. Hey, that's the skimmer line done. Getting that bracket in to hold everything together was a nightmare. Right, so we got that there, that's alright. We've got the flow going the right way. We aren't sold and welded together yet, but that will come once I'm ready. So, skimmer line comes down. I can now regulate how much flow comes through the skimmer. And we've got goes down to the pump. So I can cut that off. So when I want to take the pump out, or I need to take the pump out for any reason, I can do it. So that's looking like a pipe system now. I will get the valves back on, and it's now time for dinner. Right, I've got some bigger screws now that will fit into that, and that will sort that problem out. We'll sort the next, make sure that UV's on properly. That'll be the next task after dinner. And I still haven't got around to the bleeding insulation, so I might have got to go with that as well. Right, this is going slower than I gave it credit for. But I'd rather go slow and get it right than rush it and get it wrong. So let's get some food and I'll catch you in a bit. Well, that's about all I can do today. We have run out of no more nails. That's annoyed me, that has. Still a bit of light left. I've got a couple of small gaps over there to sort out. This entire side where the window is. So I reckon I'm going to need at least another 2 tubes and no more nails. Alright, so I suppose I will say from me and this little dude down there, you start eating my pond meat and I'll love you. You better not tunnel into my pond. I'll move you into the garden. So from me and from that little dude, I will see you tomorrow. It'll probably be the last day that I do anything on the pond wise. So I'll catch you then, guys. Well, it's the next day, and I've looked at my finances and I'm a bit short, so that is probably not going to get sorted today because I can't afford any more nails otherwise I'm eating into my holiday fund. So today's task is to grab the mouse, give it all a good sand off, and then we're going in with some clear varnish. Now, what I wanted to get, I only seem to have done fences and sawn wood, because this is not sawn wood. We've decided to go for a varnish, which is what I wanted anyway, really. Wanted it clear, so I've got the colour of the wood, rather than fence stain. And yeah, this does a lot more expensive than what I was gonna get, and you get a lot less. And it's gonna require about 3 coats. So I'm not happy that I'll probably get 1 coat done today. The rest will have to wait till I come back. So the cost of that, if that does 1 coat, and there's 2 more tins of that stuff to buy, and that was the cheapest one. Some companies, they wanted over 60 quid for a tin of varnish. What I could afford was a cheapy one. So we got that to pay out, and then probably 2 more tins. We've got all the pipe we need now. We need some media, we need a few other bits and bobs, some wood on the top. Now it's going to go on the back, it'll be like a trellis thing. That's going to wait, that's just going to be decoration. I want some on the side as well, just so I'm not looking at the back of my shed. Maybe get some fake ivy up it, and then later on I want to try and make some kind of bog filter that's going to run along the back with some plants in, so I can take my reeds out of the main pond and they'll sit along, planted along the back of this pond. So that will be worked out later on, but it won't form the actual build cost. So those people getting their guesses in early, as advised you to wait, really. There's some people that have put all 3 votes in, all 3 guesses in within a minute. So what I might do is when I come off holiday, if you have put 3 guesses in, then it might be fair to take those 3 guesses away and give you 3 more. But that's going to be special circumstances only. Right, let's get the old sander out, get some music on, and I'll catch me back to you once this has had a good sand. And I've got the other side to do, the back and this side is going to be an absolute nightmare. But we'll crack on and see how far we get today. Well, all smooth now. Oh, the pencil lines, got rid of them. So this side is ready for varnishing. That took a little longer, even with the mouse, than I thought it was going to take. So I think what we'll do is we'll go round the other side, that side, and start that one. That side behind the shed's going to be near nigh impossibility, but I will try. Same with the back, it's going to be a little bit easier. That's going to be the most impossible. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I can get a roller mounted onto a cane or something, a fishing handle or something like that, equivalent, and I should be able to varnish around the back even if I can't stand. So it will get some protection, and then it'll have to wait until it gets moved or the fence gets sorted, and it'll get the full protection. So, and have some lunch, and then come back to the next side in a little bit. So, catch you in a bit. So, I've got the first two sides done, the front and this side, and now somehow I've got to get down there. Oh dear. Right, let's get that pump out and then get that board out so I can access the bottom, and then we'll see. I think I'm going to have to just crawl in there sideways and then shout until somebody drags me out by the feet. This is going to be fun. Yeah, I just can't get in there. Got the easy bit done. I just simply cannot fit down there. So I'm just going to have to varnish it using a roller on a stick. So it's going to be the same for the other side. It's not going to be possible. Yeah. So, well, I'll get the varnish out. I hope it takes to it. Otherwise, I've got to get all them bricks out to sand it, which I just can't get in there. It's too fat. And there we go. Yeah, it's just got to be a varnish. We will unscrew the UV, take that off, give it a good varnish, and then call that a job well done. And then what I possibly might do is put that thing back, leave the pipework off, put the pipework and the UV and everything in the shed, so that I can come along when I get back off of holiday. There's going to be no wires or anything. I can get the tarpaulin over, put the barrels inside, and then use the bricks or something to put the tarpaulin over so it's not going to pull out. Get it all secured, ready for holiday. Yeah. So we haven't got very far today, but can't be helped. We've also done, come across to these guys. We've also done yet another easy pod clean this week. That's, yeah, we did it Saturday, Monday. Yeah, it's lasting about 3 days. Now he's going crap again, and there's so much sediment in there. It's driving me up the wall. Just loads of floating sediment. That's what's blocking up the filter so quick. An easy pod. So we'll get that looked at just before we go away. Maybe Thursday, get another clean. It's doing that thing again wrong, it's not coming through properly. It's going on, doing that gurgly thing. I need a bit of a push. This one's always a bitch. It's the one you can't reach. Come on. Gotcha. Still doing that fucking thing. That's better. Right. That's better. Right then, so let's just get the varnish out. Well, it is getting late. Now, 4:30. Like I say, I got anywhere near as far as I wanted to today. Let's get the varnish out, at least do the front. Beer and kebab, he said to you. No, go up, down, go side, side. All in the wrist. Breathe in, breathe out. I feel like Karate Kid doing this. Yeah, it's looking good. Looking good. This bit went up, down. I've already done sun the pond. Oh, as best I can anyway. So, I'll continue with this. I mean, there's my varnish. No. When I first opened it, I thought, how many jerk-offs does it take to make a tin of varnish? And I suppose that depends how many people work in the factory. And if you took that a different way, then you're just filthy-minded. So, I'm going to carry on with this and show you the end result. Side to side. Daniel-san. Canos. Making a mess. Right. Put some tunes on, I think. A bit of Aurora. Yeah, let's put some Aurora on. Yeah. Oh! Let's find a nice mix and put that on. Right. Dee-dee-dee. Oh, look at that. It's a drip again. Right. I can't remember if I've done that one or not. I've done those. I would say done the top one. I would say not. Yeah, damn my memory, man. Yeah, I haven't done that one. You can see. Stops there. Alright, let's do that side. So what I'm doing, I was getting a decent amount on the brush. Not too hard at first. Some on. And then okay, so all of it changes to the same colour. Because I'm not entirely sure how thick a coat's meant to be, but getting it all over. And then once we hit a dry bit of wood, give the brush a bit of a squeeze. And then carry on. It's all changed. See these little liney bits here? Carry on until they're all gone. Then I know any light parts of wood we have taken out. Still got a little bit on the brush. Squeeze it out this bit. You and put in the brush. That's big strokes. And we should end up with something that's looking like this. Oh, let me just sit back down. It's nice and even. That's the one we've just done. Nice and even. Apologies for the darkness of the camera, but we've lost the sunlight for the moment. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 left to do on this front. Now these bits I'm going to have to go over again because it seems to be where it's been cut, it's absorbing a lot more varnish, so I'll just go over them again. The top one's the same. Over on that side, that one is looking very pale still. And then, yeah, let's have a look. Let's see the excess. See how it's, because it's still rigid, even though it's sanded, the grain of the wood, the rings, still, it's going to absorb a lot more than the actual panel. So, I'll continue on, come back to you in a bit. Well, it looks good. There's 2 coats on that side, and we've also done 2 coats on that side. And I've done in 1/3 of a tin, so if those 2 sides are 1/3 of a tin, then those 2 sides should also be 1/3 of a tin. Probably a little bit more because you've got nothing there that you have on the back. So that'll be 2/3 of a tin, and then that should give me the last 1/3 of a tin to put a final coat on the whole of it. So hopefully I won't need another tin until I come to the top bit, which will probably just be a very tiny tin. So one thing this pond has taught me is to overcome, adapt and continue. So there's no way I'm getting down there with the brush. So what I've done is I have got an old landing net handle and a paint roller, and hopefully that adaptation will allow us to continue. So let's see how we get on, as it is now about 6:30, and we had a little tiny bit of drizzle a minute ago. So quicker we can get this done, hopefully today, get this whole task done, we can see what tomorrow brings. No, I managed to get a coat on this, and I can't really tell if I've missed areas or not. It's pretty difficult, as we knew it was going to be, and I actually found it easier to go inside and lean out and use the roller that way. The only thing was, I couldn't reach the bottom 2, so they did have to be done with a roller. But it wasn't an easy task. Same with the back. I haven't actually put anything on here yet for the back. The old boy came out and he put a 1/3 coat on the front, and this one's still at 2 coats, but it looks alright actually. The second coat I put on was pretty thick, so I think that will do that one. Front, it's looking pretty nice. Stand back, give you a proper view. leaves the camera work. So there we go. Right, so yeah, 3 coats on there. So tomorrow I'll probably nip out, grab a couple of tubes of no more nails. So cheap. So then we can get the rest of the insulation on and get the inside cleaned out. Get all my bits and bobs put back in the shed, so it's not looking like a junk shop. And yeah, after that I'll be concentrating on getting ready to go away. So that is probably where the pond is going to finish until I get back. Not what I wanted, but it can't be helped. So I'll catch you next time, guys. Possibly tomorrow. And finally, we've got the insulation finished off. There's just a little bit more there to do. I'm not worried about that bit. I'll probably find something to pack that with. So the window's ready to go in. We've got a little bit more insulation to go on the top of it. Skimmer's in. That's in. All the bits on the top I'll cut off, make it all level. Yeah, we're a bit patchwork quilted, but especially when you look under there. Well, we're not doing too bad. Just literally these few little bits is all I've got left of the polystyrene. There's a little bit out there. That's probably going to use that for the batten across the top of the window. I've gone through 1, 2, and we're almost through the third one. And no more nails. Just little gaps. Yeah, we've got a few little gaps. I'll pack them. And the next job, once it's dried, is to take all these little creases, edges, and the bottom. Right, so while that dries, I go and fetch the hoover, get rid of all this bleeding polystyrene. The bottom drain is absolutely full of it. So we'll get rid of all of these bits, and we'll go and fetch out the window, and possibly get that installed today, which is what I wanted to do. Before I went away, I wanted to get that window in, at least. So, let's go and grab the hoover and tidy up. Taped up. Okay, it's not the best, but I need to go and get some more to that silly tape. This tinfoil tape is horrible. Cut my fingers open on it more than I've got round the bleeding pond. And there we go. Couple of little gaps still to do. I've saved the last little bit of tape from around the window and here. Gonna need to maybe cut that bit down and then cut another bit of polystyrene. That's gonna fit flush. Hoovered it all up, and then I look on the outside when I get out of the pond and it's all over the bloody outside. So hoover that up as well. Right, let's go and get the window. So there you go, one window temporarily put in place. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, that's the good news. Now I'm going to hit you with the actual bad news. So, we go inside, and it's too fucking small. Oh no. So, I've checked the bill and I've checked the invoice, and yeah, It should have been 800 by 600. Now it's only 800 by 550. So, what I've got to do is either one or two options. A is move the batten up a little bit, probably by about 2 centimetres. So then I've got 2 centimetres at the top and 3 at the bottom. Now ideally, I wanted 5 cm all the way round. That's what he's done. I'm keeping it coy, and I think that's going to be the better option. So the other option is to remove this front piece button and just have another bit there. So if I hadn't cut that notch out, we would have been fine. I think that's probably the option I'm going to go with, but if anybody else out there has any better solutions, or I should do, and I'd love to hear from you. So let's see what, raise it up by 2 cm, give me 3 centimetres at the bottom and 2 centimetres at the top. Whether that will hold enough and it will blow, don't want it to blow out or leak, or go for another button. So you got the free option, or you got to spend a little bit of money option. Probably be about 10 quid, I think. 10 quid to make certain is my preferred option. Although I do like that window size. I don't think it's going to be, let's have a look. Shoot that up. Put that there. How's that? Oh, Jesus. Can't. Yeah, it's not going to be that much difference. So, yeah. What a twat. He's the mother of all fuck-ups. I know what it was. It's because I was changing the size when I was ordering it. Because I was trying to work it out, what I needed. And obviously, I've not put in 600 as the height. I've missed it and left it at 550, which was going to be the original height. And then thinking I've got a nice window sat there in the packaging, because I didn't open it because I wanted it protected. So that's all going to have to wait now until I come back off holiday. The camera, right? Sorry about that. So apart from that, mother of all fuck-ups on my part, we are looking alright. So, yeah, 2 options. Raise it up, keeps the same window height, or get a new button, take all that off. I'm going to have to cut the polystyrene and all that rubbish. It's all fixed now, it's all glued solid, just about. So, I'll have to take that down, take that off. Get a little bit more polystyrene because we've run out, pretty much. We might have. No, we're not going to have enough. It depends if I can save it, taking it off of that piece of wood. The piece that came off, the small piece underneath the skimmer, I wasn't able to save that piece. So, thing to do now is take this window out, get him nice and back in his packaging, so he's protected. Pop him away in the shed, get all this rubbish cleaned up, Everything packed in the pond that's going to go in the pond. Get the covers on. And then get ready for holiday. So, my wanting to get this window in and this episode on a really high note has backfired. So, when I come back off holiday, first thing will be to sort the window out. Oh, Carlos. Sometimes you can be an idiot. But it's not the end of the world, because I will reuse this piece of wood. I will make the batten longer down the bottom. We don't have polystyrene at the side, like it has now. We'll sort all of that out and get this window sorted. Ah dear. What an absolute plonker of me. There we go, things can't be helped. Right, so I'm going to wrap this up now. And we will catch you back in just over 2 weeks. If I can get some holiday footage, we might do some holiday footage. Other than that, we'll be taking a nice 2-week break. And the channel will return with part 12. So, what's left to say now is thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. Sorry I couldn't get the window in for you guys. That's just my own fucking fault. Oh dear. But anyway, we'll sort it out when we come back off holiday. It's just get me head straight, get me refreshed. And then, yeah, we'll get it sorted. So until next time, guys, I will see you later. Thanks for watching.